Hi Feifei fam, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be really exciting. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of hairstyles with all of these goodies for my hair that was sent to me last week by a startup company called Scrunchies and thingz. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do mini hairstyles using their hair accessories. For the first hairstyle, I'm going to be using their thinner scarf. This is such a brilliant piece of theirs. It is thin and it is so easy to use. So I'm going to be tying this from my neck around my head, and I'm going to be making 2 knots at the top of my head. And this is a hairstyle that I've been loving recently. Once you make your 2 knots at the top, you're going to then take those 2 pieces and tuck it underneath the rest of that headband. This is a cool, quick and easy hairstyle. You can have your hair straight or curled and it will go with either. And yeah, this is one of my favorite hairstyles at the moment. For the next hairstyle, I'm going to be folding my scarf in half and then pinning that onto my hair just after my center part. Then on the other side of my hair, I'm going to be picking up 2 strands on either side of that scarf, and I'm going to be using the scarf as the 3rd strand. So I'm only picking up hair from the side of my face, and on the other side I'm not picking up any hair. Once I'm at my ear point, I'm then going to be adding hair from the back of my head and then around to the other side. This can get tricky, so make sure you have mirrors at the back of you and in front of you so you can see exactly what you are doing. If you're someone who does not know how to do a Dutch braid, you can do a regular 3-strand braid. I will suggest practicing a lot before you can do an intricate hairstyle like this. If you're not somebody who does braids a lot, then this can be a little bit tricky for you. So make sure you get your braiding skills down and you will be wearing and rocking this hairstyle in no time. I'm now going to continue the braid, and once I come to the end, I'm going to tie it up and then take that existing braid and place that over the top of my head. I'm going to also take off that clip and then tie up those 2 ends of the scarf together, and as you guys can see, it's coming quite nicely together. Once I make a knot, you would want to secure it once again and also just tuck in those extra strands that might be jutting out. You can also pin down any strands that might look untidy. I tugged on my braid to make it a little bit more thick, and I also pulled out some strands to frame my face at the front, and that is it for this hairstyle. So the next hairstyle is pretty quick and simple. So I'm going to be doing a Dutch braid once again, and this is just for the top part of my hair. So pick up 3 strands at the front of your hair and then keep adding strands from either side of your temples, going right toward the top of your hair. Now this is how you would want to start your braid off. A Dutch braid is basically a normal braid, but you are passing hair underneath each strand. So I'm going to be doing this step right until the crown of my head, and then from this point onward, I'm not going to pick up hair from my head, continue the existing braid without adding pieces of hair from my head to the braid. Then I'm going to be tugging on the braid and pulling out that braid to make it nice and chunky. Once my braid is nice and full, I'm going to use that thin scarf and tie a knot around that ponytail right onto that hairband and then make a bow, and that is it for this hairstyle. It's pretty simple, quick, easy, and I think it is so pretty, especially if you're wearing your hair down but you want to spice up your hairstyle. The next hairstyle definitely screams summer, so this is one of my favorites. To start off this hairstyle, I'm tying a hairband at the end of my ponytail. I'm then going to add my thin scarf to that hairband, and I'm going to then wrap all of that hair around until I reach the top of my head. The bottom of my head. Now this process took me some time just because my hair is so thick and heavy, so I had to like really take some time to make sure everything is neat. Once you roll all of the hair to your head, you're then going to pin that into place, and then you will have your two ends of your scarf sticking out on either side like so. Tie that to the front of your hair and make a double knot at the front. I just took out some pieces from the front of my hair just to frame my face, and then went ahead and sorted out the sides of the hair in the front, pinned down whatever I felt was not looking good, and at the end it turned out pretty cool, and that is it for this hairstyle. For the next hairstyle, I'm going to be using the bigger scarf. Now this is a regular styled scarf. On the edge of one side of the scarf, I folded a small triangle and used the flat edge and placed that flat edge on my forehead. I'm then going to make sure that I'm pressing it and holding it flat in the front so that there's no bumps in the front. I'm taking those two pieces and going to knot that at the back of my head, making two knots, and the existing material that is at the back of my head, I'm then going to tuck that underneath those knots that I've made. And you're done. I think this was the fastest way to tie a hair scarf. I think this particular style is very trendy and very Instagram popular at the moment. If you haven't done your roots in a while and you need to cover up some regrowth, or if you haven't washed your hair in like 3 or 4 days, this is a definite hairstyle hack that you need to try. You can throw on some hoops and you are Instagram ready. So the next hairstyle, I folded my scarf into a huge triangle. I then placed it on top of my head and then tied the two edges underneath my hair and gently pulled back the front so that I could pull out some hair on either side of my face and just comb that into place so it looks neat. And you're pretty much done with this hairstyle. So it's really cute. I think it's also another popular hairstyle on Instagram and going around on social media. I did myself use this hairstyle in a video that I recently posted on my Wes and Faye channel. Moving on to the scrunchie. So I'm going to be doing the most iconic hairstyle, which is a high ponytail and an untidy high ponytail with a scrunchie. As you guys can see, I'm not using any precision, no brush. I literally just used my fingers to create an untidy ponytail and pulled out some hair from the sides of my face, and we are done with this hairstyle. I think it's pretty iconic and very pretty. The next way to use a scrunchie, well, this is not a hairstyle, but it's on your hand. Yes, you heard correctly, on your hand. So this is a very popular trend right now. If you are somebody who takes a lot of photos or pictures, all you have to do to look cute and trendy is take a lot of photos with your scrunchie on your hand, and yeah, that is it. The next hairstyle is a half up, half down hairstyle, and this is a basic ponytail, a high ponytail, and make sure when you are pulling up that ponytail, you are pulling it forward and up. This way it gives more height to the top of your ponytail, and you're pretty much done with this hairstyle. For this next hairstyle, I'm going to be using a scrunchie. Now I'm going to be tying up my hair into a very tight ponytail and making sure that everything is nice and even and neat around my hair. I'm going to also create a center part. I'm then going to create a ponytail and split that hair into 2 equal sections. I'm going to twist that hair around into a bun, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other section and making sure it makes a nice swirly bun. Once that is done, I'm going to pin everything down and make sure it's nice and neat. I'm then going to take my scrunchie and place it around the bun. For more emphasis and for the scrunchie to really pop, I tried using the second scrunchie to make it even more big and place that around the bun. I also think this is a very iconic hairstyle, very Latina style, and yeah, I really love this hairstyle. For this next hairstyle, you're just going to need to have your hair in a ponytail, using the thin scarf and then creating a 3-strand braid with the scarf in my hair and doing a regular braid right down to the bottom. Once I'm at the end, I'm just going to tie up those 2 pieces of the scarf together, and this hairstyle is done. If you want to spice up your regular ponytail or even your regular braid, this is a fun way to do so. You can also go ahead and just wrap that around to create another hairstyle, which is a funky looking bun. And there we go, you have another hairstyle. So I know I said I did like a lot of these hairstyles, but I think this one right now is going to be by far my favorite of them all. This hairstyle is a very retro type of hairstyle. What I'm going to do is tie a untidy bun at the top of my head, and you can do whatever style bun you want. Taking a side part and making sure a little bit of that side part is sitting on my forehead. Then folding my square scarf into a triangle and using the 2 sides of the scarf, I'm going to tie that at the front of my forehead, just above my forehead. And with the back, the triangle that is sticking out at the top, I'm just going to roll that down and tuck that neatly underneath my bun. And I am done with my retro hairstyle. I think this is so cute. It is such a vibe. And yeah, I think by far this is my favorite hairstyle out of all of the hairstyles that I've created today. Which one was your favorite? Leave it in the comments below, and don't forget to tag me so I can see all of your beautiful creations and also add your clips to my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, my Faye fam, and until next time, bye.